Hi, welcome to Q&A Thursday. It's Lori and Bob Hollander here, and we hope you all had a nice Thanksgiving. This week, I had a question, Bob, from one of my clients who is divorced and going on dates and trying to figure out how to look for the next person without repeating past mistakes, and wanted me to talk about how do you assess people when you go out on dates with them.
That's a toughie because you have so many emotions from the last relationship. They get in the way sometimes.
That's right. Well, and that is actually one of the biggest problems, is that when we meet somebody, you have the heart pumping and the emotions going on, and then you have what's down there going on, being attracted to somebody. So you got all this physiological stuff operating, and what we forget to do is think.
Yeah, I remember I kind of had those feelings for you a long time ago. Of course, they persist, but I remember the first time.
You do?
Yes, the first time we met.
Yes,
the first time we met, and so the pumping in the heart, and then the relationship evolved, and then if it ever ended, my God, I don't see how that couldn't affect how I saw other people.
That's right. And I remember, Bob, on our first date that you talked about Sesame Street and Grover, which I knew nothing about at that time, and I thought, this guy's going to be a good father.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I know we're straying a little bit. I knew that would get you because I knew you love kids, and I talked about Grover, but I knew a lot about Grover because I do like Grover.
Okay.
And my daughter loves Grover.
That's right. So, but that is exactly the things that I'm talking about when I suggest to people that they look at their dates as an observer.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Instead of leading with your heart or down there, lead with this. So on one of our first dates, I learned that you knew a lot about kids.
Yes.
But if I wasn't really paying attention, I wouldn't have known that. So when you go out on your dates, you want to observe the person. Try to sort of remove yourself a little bit and put yourself in the background and notice things. Is that person a good listener? Is that person talking all about himself? Or are they interested in you and asking you questions? Do they leave a nice tip for the waitress or waiter? Tells you a lot about how they deal with money.
How they treat them.
Yeah. Not to mention the fact, do they want you to pay for your half? Not right or wrong, but just something to notice about the person. You want to check out, what is it that you learned about their family? Are they, close to their family? Do they spend the holidays with their family, or are they really distant from them? And again, if they're distant, there might be good reason, but just something to notice.
Right.
You want to notice how they treat other people. Are they engaging with people, or are they not? And you can learn a whole lot if you are the observer when you go out on a date. So that's my big tip to folks. You go home from the date and you sit down with a little notebook and take notes and just write down, what did I learn about this person? About their character? What facts did I learn about them? And how did I feel? But that comes behind thinking about who this person is.
So that first date, you were really checking me out.
I sure was.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Puts a little bit of a slant on how I just thought, oh, here's a nice guy, and you were just kind of into it, but you were really very strategically checking off little boxes.
Well, it's not a checklist because sure, we all have certain things that are musts, and we have certain deal breakers. But it was really just looking for, who is this guy? Who are you? And what are you about? And what's important to you? And what are your values?
Right.
And that really shone through. So I'm glad. All right, folks. So send us your questions to info@relationshipswork.com, and we will see you next
Yeah,
week.
I'm glad I passed.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, honey. Take care.
See you.
Bye. We're on, Bob.
Okay, let's
All
do it.
right. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah,
Look up.
I am.